So when we talk about overweight and obese, we're talking in relation to BMI. So BMI refers to body mass index, and that's a way that we can quantitatively define obesity. So we can stratify it. So we have our underweight, where we would have our BMI below 18.5. Then we have our normal weight between 18.5 to 24.5, and then between 24 to 29 or so we have overweight, and above 30 we would say that we're obese. And even above 30 of our BMI, we can stratify that into even morbidly obese. But why are we even concerned about obesity? As Ms. Marilyn Rice-Bowen said, it's our culture. Like a lot of the men, when we go down the road and you see a lady that's nice and plump, that's what they like. So it's ingrained in our culture to want to be on the heavier side and kind of way more there. But we have to look at the health risk associated with obesity. So we're not in any way trying to sway any person or saying that we're stigmatizing persons who are overweight. We're really advocating for health and healthier eating styles. So I would have quantitatively defined obesity, but as again Ms. Marilyn Rice-Bowen said, as I said, she touched almost everything that I have to say. It is a metabolic disorder. So we're not only just looking at the quantities, because there's one issue with BMI, because we're just looking at mass and heights basically. So a bodybuilder, for example, can have a very high BMI, but their body fat is actually low, so they can be termed healthy. So we want to look at different ways in which we can quantify obesity as well as the health risks associated with that. I will get a little bit more into that a little later when we talk about things such as waist circumference and waist to hip ratio. But understanding obesity to be a metabolic disorder is a critical part that we need to kind of take home. And understanding it as a metabolic disorder, it has many different ways that it can be caused. So it can be caused simply by overeating, which we can see in our society. But there are also other medical causes of obesity as well, which is why I do not like to stigmatize persons who are overweight or obese, because we don't know exactly what's the cause. They themselves may not even know.
And at the end of the walk, maybe a 10K or whatever, they come back and there's fish cakes, and there's coconut bread, and there's Bobby, and all of these kind of things. And people say, you just came for a walk. So what is happening now, as we observe World Obesity Day, these things, our habits, have finally caught up with us. And today we are drawing attention to the downside of being obese. So it is an honor to be here today on the occasion of World Obesity Day, as we come together to raise awareness about obesity and its impact on society and families as well. We are here to change the perspective and to start talking about obesity.